What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our Tales of Arise Chilling series. Now, this might not be the most entertaining commentary you'll ever see, but it is for sure the most entertaining game in a while. Last time, Alphen lost his mask, and regained all of his memory. The two of them were linked by some sort of magic, I'm assuming. He said he was the Sovereign. A girl called Naori was his maiden, and they tried to do a ritual which doomed Lenegis, his old planet. We also learned he is very, very old, and now we're just gonna go talk to people. Shion got kidnapped by our good friend, the weird mask invader. So the goal is going to be definitely to go get back at him, but first we need to rest a bit, so we'll do that, I'm assuming.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renin Sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their Sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the Sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renin, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renin. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
True. Though I'm realizing history might lie sometime. Tan tan tan. What do you have to say, Kisara?
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renin starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renins, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danons like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renin society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
I don't think
In
you'll
all
have
honesty,
to repair
You
often.
don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. Be it several...
What are you...
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, you know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting. To strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them.
Ta-ta-ta.
Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people. Not only... Do you understand? But, if you're still not convinced...
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Cool. You were getting boring a little bit, but that's fine. What's up, Rinwell?
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion.
Yeah, all this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew.
Poor Shion must be lonely. Oh.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, we're gonna talk to Law, I think, finally, and then that's gonna be it. And we're gonna be able to get on our way and go save Shion.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too?
I don't know about that, Law.
fine. I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me.
Oh, cute.
That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What's it gonna
What do
be,
you
Alphen?
Of course I want to rescue her.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen,
Alphen.
it's exactly like you said. Whatever happened, but there's still so much that There I go again.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks.
Hey, don't...
Alright, we talked to
Back
everybody.
to the inn, I guess.
Okay, back to some rest because we are pretty beaten up. That's for sure.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds
That sounds bad indeed.
Can you fight? No shame in
Kisara's right.
Of course.
Really?
You ready?
as ready as I'll ever be.
Alphen, right!
The guy's like, yeah, of course I can fight. Of course.
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Okay, let's go fight some Zeugles. Finally some action in this game. I was beginning to wonder if we were ever gonna fight again.
Much.
We've all got our own.
Here they come! We can't let even a single
Ew,
one
lord.
through.
There's a firm no Zugo policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then. I'm on it.
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open.
Be my guest.
The enemy wields arms too.
We'll soon see about that.
Can't get out of this.
It's over.
Switch wind astral energy.
Fantastic. Now I close the room. I'm far enough. I'll smash you.
Thanks. It's over.
Thunder field.
Sword Rain Alpha.
Both now.
Alright, awesome. We're gonna be able to chain it, I think. So one.
Sword Rain Alpha.
Aw, shit.
You're mine. Damn it. Too fast.
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Wind. Here I come. Strike. You picked the wrong fight. Stay away from my friend. You're mine. Sword Rain Alpha.
It's time. Take this.
Lightning can
On the
no,
move.
not fire.
come! Strike! Sword Rain Alpha! Wind!
Dance in the wind! Seal!
Here I come!
Roar for the
Escape!
stockpile!
Severing Wind!
Now!
Totally! In an instant!
Okay, cross slash.
Not a chance!
Raging
Severing
cascade!
Wind!
Breath! Now for something
Take this!
air thrust! Light astral energy ready!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Dance in the wind!
Wind! It's on!
Confiscating!
Take this! No
Light
escape!
astral energy! More
Sword Rain Alpha!
Now!
Totally! In an instant!
My god.
Impact Rock!
This is really hard without Shion. But I didn't even have Doalim. I know I can switch during battle, but it was too
Alphen,
much, kind
You
of.
okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, this Olim kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
Ta-da-da. It's probably gonna happen to them. They are probably gonna get
won't
destroyed.
happen
Because
here.
we are here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home, but not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about.
Aw,
Who
friends.
hold me, and I won't lose that.
But Shion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Shion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana.
He is the last
Everyone
lord.
will
Say the word and I'm...
Certainly no objections.
Then it's a question. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion.
sounds like a plan.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
We should prepare
Can't
well.
exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
So you can craft the weapon. Now those are refined. Solid edge. We need lustrous astral crystal. We don't have any, sadly. Those we would need thunder now. That we need flare claw and icicle fang. That we would need a long sword. Ground fang. Okay, so I'm gonna get thunder now, if we can. Okay, refined tenebris, or refined Petram. Well, we can't craft either of them because we need Tempest and Ice Stone. But we can do the Column Lacio.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Awesome.
I'd like to...
Okay. Now we're gonna see the equipment. So you have the Thunder Nail. You have the best armor you can have. You have Warrior Emblem. Now we do have 2 Resist Ring and 1 Protect Ring. So we're gonna keep you with the Warrior Emblem. Though this is Wind Resistance and Attack plus 15. This is Attack, Recovery. Okay, we're gonna give you... Magic Emblem is great. Magic Emblem is always good. We're gonna give you Protect, and we're gonna give you the Resist Ring that decreases your aggro.
Check their wares if you don't mind.
Okay, we are somewhat loaded. Not anymore!
You can never be too prepared. Done. This is sure to give the others some much needed energy.
Okay, we're gonna do the XP boost on the food. That's what I was searching for. It lasts 10 minutes. And we're gonna treat this next area as kind of a means to an end. We're gonna fight every single thing we can, as fast as we can. That way, it's gonna allow us to...
Do you sense one of your friends,
Oh no.
Noodle?
Okay, the oodle is not near. It's probably up there. Somewhere. Somewhere up there, yeah. Ah, there it is.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Okay.
Why?
These Zoogles are trying to attack us. They're stealing our fish. Yeah, these ape Zoogle, they got huge arm, which they use to smash the surface of the water and create these big shockwaves. Then they do that to stun the fish, which makes them float to the surface and ripe for the picking. Somehow they learned how to do that recently, and they've gotten damn good at it because it's making the rest of us go hungry.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
Okay, we're gonna have to fight Zoogles, fish Zoogles.
I'll teach these small. samurai who's the apex predator of these... waters? Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
Okay, we're gonna defeat some chimpanzees.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Oh,
Too shy to come over? Here, let me help.
Penumbra!
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Now you've gone and ticked me off.
In here.
I'll take you all
Oh.
on. Ha!
Big bonk.
Flare for Malika!
Lightning condemned.
Take this! No escape! Severing wind! Stardust! Lunar Rongo! Heal! You're mine! Strike!
Lightning orb.
Wind!
Raging cascade.
Here I come! No escape!
Make it
Lunar
rain!
Rongo! Hey! Blow them away! Not a chance!
Going in. Now.
Penumbra! Look sharp!
Look sharp, Demon Tiger Blade. Okay, we're getting back on track.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
So there is a camp over there. So we might want to export this, come back, go down, move, then go back up, and this way.
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
Hey, monkey!
Little help.
Hard up! Down on the ground. Take this! Take this!
Lightning orbs. Lightning condemned.
You're finished! Try harder! Not a chance!
Tiger blade.
Sword rain out!
Light asteroid.
Yeah! And bubbling to me! Lunar Rongo! It's over! Eat dirt!
Make it rain!
Thunder field. Frozen.
All right.
Hammer!
Not a chance!
In here.
Severing wind!
I'll be saving this one.
Stardust!
Now.
Johaling!
All yours!
That wasn't too bad. Obelisk Blade, Slash. That's a cool power. That's a cool ass power.
Looks like we got them all.
Ooh, lettuces. Dope.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree. I'll do my best!
You're mine! I'll smash you!
Field.
I'll take out the legs with my shield.
More for the outside.
Benediction light. Take this!
Blaze of fire!
Thunder field.
Tiger blade!
Sword rain alpha!
Going in!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Good! I'll leave it to you! Heal! You're mine!
Raging cascade.
Severing duck!
Blaze of
Sword
fire!
rain alpha!
Tiger
This
blade!
one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Piercing rain! Down! You're on!
Lightning orb. Light aspiration cascade.
Can't get out of this! Anything in armor is all mine!
More
Here I come! Strike! Sword rain alpha! Behold!
Okay, he's gonna do his Mystic Heart.
Tectonic fission! Dueling! In an instant! Impact block! My turn! Look shot! Sword rain alpha!
One more!
Heal!
Tiger blade!
More where that came from.
Wind! Stardust!
Dance in the
Lunar
wind
Rongo!
now.
Dueling! In an instant! Impact block!
Impact Cross. Cool.
With this, can become even stronger.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Here goes.
Try harder.
Lightning
No,
condensed.
you can't.
This one's denied. Heal.
Take
The
this.
power of light.
Sword Rain Alpha! Eat dirt!
Flawless flight.
Sword Rain Alpha! Take this! I'm not done!
Wind astral energy.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
In here.
I'm ready. Go. Look sharp.
Ah!
Lightning tiger blade.
Oh my god, that's really good.
Seal.
On guard. Elusive deity. Rotating pile driver. I'm ready.
So we can't do
Lightning tiger blade.
the Mystic Art with Alphen anymore,
Don't get
which is really weird. I guess that's like because we don't have the sword anymore, obviously. It's still kind of a weird choice to not like let him have like try to have an art at the very least.
I can carve through armor. This one's mine.
Lightning raging cascade.
Take this!
Time to shine. Be prepared to free from regret.
Bro,
Down on the ground.
let me catch you.
No further.
Wind astral energy.
Sword Rain Alpha! This one's
And
all
I'm
mine!
done. Far enough.
You're mine! I'm not done!
Wind astral energy. Raging cascade.
Piercing roar.
I owe you one.
I'll be saving this one.
You picked the wrong
An
fight!
outstanding effect.
Tiger blade.
Sword Rain Alpha! Lunar Rondo!
Sweet
Here I come!
Ready and raring.
Supernova.
Let me see what I can do.
This one's mine.
I'm not done!
Saving this one.
Severing wind! Soda!
Dance in the wind.
Lunar Rondo!
Make it rain. All yours, Kisara.
Okay,
Now! Soda!
Heal. Thanks.
Shield.
Lunar Rondo!
Going in. Far enough.
Here goes.
Resonate with the earth.
Lightning condensed. Thunder blade.
Make it rain. Ridwell. Light burst forth.
Radiant genesis.
nope. We're doing it.
Hey, Poodle's quivering. I think we're about to be real lucky.
Okay, a bunch of rocks. So this is the entrance. Okay, I mean, I guess we're gonna do that.
That's far
Right?
enough.
Raging cascade confiscated.
Take this.
Lunar Rondo!
Tempest.
Glacial fire.
Ha! Lightning condensed.
Anything in armor is all mine. Benediction light. Heal.
Eat dirt!
This way.
Glacial fire.
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll smash you.
Wind!
Pile driver.
Sword Rain Alpha!
No further.
Here I come!
An outstanding effect.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Piercing roar.
You're mine! It's time! Follow me! In an instant!
Okay,
Impact Block! Now!
Everlasting
This one's mine.
Lunar Rondo! You're mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Make it rain.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
big air combo. That one was really strong.
How much
That
longer
one was
will our
strong.
healing arts last?
Okay. He is right, we don't really have that many healing arts left, so we're kind of screwed on that one.
What's this thing?
So we can't go down there. I think our goal is to get down there and hopefully we'll I'm just gonna close it a little bit because it's getting blinding a little bit. Okay, hopefully we'll make it to the other side without having to use a single item. That is my
There's
goal.
the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
Gotta break through!
Going in.
You're mine! Damn it! It's too fast! Stand back. Sword it up!
Blaze on fire.
Strike! Down on the ground! Try harder! Not
This
again!
one's mine.
Never and win!
Make it rain.
Frozen.
Hammer.
Raging
Now! You require a hand. Look sharp!
All right, that was pretty good. We're getting pretty good at comboing them in the air. I think Dualim.
Do you think we'll be okay to keep
I think I
going?
prefer
I make
Dualim
no guarantees.
to Sara in fighting now. Right? So we're gonna go down there because there is a rest area. So hopefully nothing happens between here and then. Three of those. That's annoying, but it's not too bad.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
You picked the wrong fight!
Can't get out of sight.
Here I come! Never and win!
Okay, we're gonna do this.
My turn!
Alright, awesome. Impact cross again.
Sleep now.
Make it rain.
In an instant! Impact block! I can feel my power growing!
The stun luck is indeed real.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Oh, true, we can check back in on the ranch. We now have 400 gold. Yeet! It's not the best, but we're okay.
Sleeping on the ground beneath the heavens like this? Why, it's hard to complain.
Thanks for waiting. Eat.
We're gonna do the same. We're gonna talk to Rinwell, sure.
Mind if we chat a little?
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying the very thing you're being persecuted for. But that's what we did. Just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, they were myths. Your people were persecuted even before the Renans got here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense though. I mean, it was astral arts that let the Renans dominate Dana, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dana then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift or you don't. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand. And fear leads to persecution. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah.
Oh.
Night, everyone. Another day, another gold.
So what's under here? Crystals, right? Silver chunk. Astral crystal, that's pretty neat. Good find, everybody. What is here? We're gonna be able to dive here someday. Or it's gonna come up from here. Is what I'm assuming. That, which is fine. Okay, so this is a fast travel. We're gonna go the one way we weren't sure to go. So let's fight you guys once again.
Right, here goes! You're mine! Down on the ground! Shot! Good time! You're mine!
Tiger blade!
I'm not done! You picked the wrong fight! Here I come!
Going in.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Tiger blade!
Sword Rain Alpha! Start up!
Their arcs were interrupted.
I'm ready! Look sharp!
Okay.
Tiger Blade! My turn! Start up!
Look sharp. Make it
Follow
rain.
me! In an instant! Impact block! Now! Start up!
Unlock.
Negative escape!
Tiger blade.
Take this! No escape! Prepare to be sealed! Start up!
Make it rain.
Frozen.
Hammer. Okay. Yeah, so whenever we get an over limit, it's very simple
Looks
to
like we
just
won.
keep going at them forever, which is the goal, I'm assuming. Okay, we're gonna go this way now because we haven't yet. Pepper! Ooh, more lettuces. I'm not gonna say no to that.
I'll do my best.
Eat dirt!
This one's mine.
Elusive
Torn
deity!
up.
Take this! Eagle Ray! Sword Rain Alpha! No further!
Tiger blade.
Start up! I'll blind you with a Sword Rain Alpha! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Now! Sword Rain Alpha! Look sharp! I'm ready!
Ooh, that was a pretty neat one.
I'm practically unstoppable.
So this way there's something. Bunch of those guys, which is fine. Wild Boomy,
Coming through!
Wild Boomer.
Negative gate! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious.
I'm not done! Severing wind!
I'll take you all
Oh.
on. Ha! Flare the Malachor.
Sword Rain Alpha! This one's all mine!
Not on my watch.
Penumbra! You're mine! I'm not done! Severing wind!
Now, Ringworld. Frozen.
Hammer.
Now! I'll face you! Start up! Move and run! Start up! I'm ready! Look!
I feel sprightlier than before.
Icicle Fang, awesome. Ooh, there's a big one over there. Oh no, never mind. It's just some
Is that the
monkeys.
Zoogle we're looking for?
Little help!
You picked the wrong fight!
Can't get out of this!
You're mine!
This one's
I'm not
mine!
done!
Over the stockpile!
This I think rough shot! Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll be safe!
Hitting shot! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! Not a chance!
Blah,
Start up!
blah, blah,
Luna
blah.
Rock Shot!
Denied!
Start up!
More for the stockpile!
Make it rain!
Look sharp!
Awesome.
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Sheesh.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Oh, we got the red lavender. Okay, we're gonna go over the bridge now, which there's nothing left to do really. We're gonna report
What's
back
up?
to the other guy for sure.
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But
Again?
what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm
God
fine.
damn it,
It's
Alphen!
not on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
Fucking dumbass. Okay.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might
knows?
this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she
Dohalim.
Forgive me, I spoke out of turn. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Ta-ta-ta.
Like I've told you a million times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break... Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
That turned out good, if I do say so myself.
Okay, what's up? What are we gonna do? Oh, oh, hello, Xian.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Xion waiting.
Okay, so there is a fast travel point here, so we're gonna head back to this one here. Real quick, just gonna hand in the quest. I don't know what they're gonna give us, but it can always be fun.
Senses an owl
Also, there's an owl in this forest, so we're gonna have to find it somewhere
around here.
as well.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
What?
Really? Dohalim.
Okay, life bottle and gold, gold. How do you guys pronounce it?
I'm going to look into some seasonal fishing spots.
By all means.
Leave the preparations to me as well. I'll bring...
So I've been there. I came back. I went down there and I went back up. Where the heck is the owl?
Narals. Would you prefer your fish served grilled or raw?
I'll trust your judgment, Kisara.
We're gonna fish a little. Because why not? Select lure. So
Everything
here
looks
there's
fine
the
with the lure.
Ganaf, there's the
Alright,
piranha,
let's do
there's the
this.
catfish, and there's the green pike. Now. Okay, so
Where should I cast
there's a
my
diamond bass and
line?
the tricolor. So we don't want the tricolor one. We might use this one.
Hup. Reel it in.
Okay, what is it?
She's got a good size to her.
That's the bass. Okay, yeah, we're
believe
probably
you
only
caught
gonna
that with a
catch
rod.
basses here.
Amazing.
It's yeah, nah, none of those were biting. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna come back for sure.